Yo guys, Limit472 here. Now, this is going to be another spoiler warning because if you have not seen the actual finale of Kingdom Hearts Key, click off the video, come back when you have, and I'll see you guys then. Until then, let's start the video. Yo guys, Limit472 here, and I have a little speculation video for you guys today, and I'm gonna ask you a question. Who do you guys think the real traitor is? Now, in my opinion, there's just so many things from the last, from the finale update that we got that kind of hinted toward who the true traitor was, but not everyone picked up on it. Now, of course, you might be saying to yourself, well, Limit, Luxu must be the traitor, right? Because he's the one going against everybody, he's setting things up behind the scene and stuff like that. He's the true traitor. No, I don't think that is true at all. Now, what if there was someone who you trusted, and they were doing things to help keep a lot of people safe, right? But in the end, you actually find out that their ideas, their actions have been going against, I don't know, the other group of people, or maybe even the Master of Masters. Maybe that person has been going against them the entire time, and that's why they're considered the traitor. Well, I got some information and some details to back up my little theory of who the actual traitor is. So basically, again, the finale starts with Ava talking to Luxu. And I have the little thing right here, so if I'm looking down, obviously I'm talking the script, or reading from the script, but Ava says, "What's written on the lost page?" as she asks Luxu. "Luxu, have you been behind all this? Are you the traitor?" And Luxu summons his Keyblade, which is, very sus to us as the player. Why is he summoning his Keyblade against Ava, who's asking a simple question, right? And then the scene goes over to Gula, and he says, and this is the main quote that you need to pay attention to. He says, "Unable to permit disharmony, you will be disappointed by fate and lose all sight of true strength. Misreading the truth, you will venture forth in secrecy." Now, who does that sound like to you guys? Misreading the truth, you will venture forth in secrecy. I wonder who that could be. Now, Skull says, "What's that?" And Gula responds, "Text from the lost page from the Book of Prophecies." "I wonder who it's talking about," he says. And then it goes back to Luxu and Ava's shocked because Luxu told her something, but the game cut away before we had a chance to see what that thing was. Is this reality something that can be stopped by you, I wonder? Ava says, "I can't believe this reality." Now, you wondering why I keep going back to Ava and Luxu. Not just because I'm reading off the fucking thing, but I'm reading off the script due to the fact that it's very obvious, at least to me, that Ava is the true traitor. Now, you must be thinking to yourself, "Limit, you're crazy. She's, getting the dandelion, she's helping Keyblade wielders, she's so nice, she's so pretty." No, I actually think that Ava's the traitor, because from the line, "Misreading the truth, you will venture forth in secrecy," she's actually going behind the foreteller's back, that's the secret part, and she's pursuing her own ideas. She's not following what the other, foretellers are doing. Granted, we don't know the true objective of the foretellers until back cover comes out, but she is venturing forth behind their backs, making a group of dandelions, right? And then she's trying to send them off after the war, when in actuality, everyone is supposed to die in the Keyblade graveyard. At least that's according to the Master of Masters, and that's according to the Book of Prophecies. Now, again, it's very obvious as to what she's the actual traitor. She is the traitor. Luxu, you can argue that Luxu is going behind. Well, at first you could argue that Luxu was going behind the Master's back because we didn't have any backstory behind that, before the last update, I believe. We didn't have any information on Luxu and what he's doing and stuff like that. But in the last update, he's talking about how he's just waiting. He's fulfilling the Master's wishes in a way. So that's, it basically confirmed, okay, he's not the one going back in secrecy. If you think about it, Ava's the one who's going back, in secrecy, forming the dandelions, going against the Master's plans and stuff like that. She's trying to save people. Then Luxu goes to say, "That's why, as fated, the battle is unavoidable," responding to Ava saying, "I can't believe that this is the reality." And he's like, "Even if there is another answer, it must come after the battle." maybe the master was less interested in the fate of the world and more interested in finding out how we disciples would guide the keys, as in the Keyblade wielders. But Ava just says, us over the world? There's no way. Now, again, you can see it as this. Ava is trying to do her best to keep people from dying, and she's trying to do the right thing. But that goes against what the Master in the Book of Prophecy says, you know? It's not, just because she's doing the right thing doesn't mean that, you know, it's the actual right thing to do, that she's not the traitor. Skull proceeds to say, what does it mean to Master Gula? And Gula says, it's why the traitor began trying to end the world. Skull is surprised and says, what? Gula says, I had my eye out for it, but in the end, I couldn't stop it. So I feel like he's talking about how, you know how him and Ava are particularly friends, right? They're actually like close friends. So I feel like Gula tried to stop Ava from doing the dandelions, from going against what the Master has been saying, or what the Book of Prophecy has been saying, because they don't know what the Master's plans are. But I feel like that's what he's, you know, talking about, referring to. He was trying to stop her from doing her own thing, but in the end, he couldn't stop her. She kept doing her own thing. She kept going back in secrecy, and she's gathering the dandelions to send them off to the Unchained. And Skull quotes, misreading the truth, you will venture forth in secrecy. What does that mean? And Gula goes to say there's more. And then, with that one strike, a bell will toll for the final battle. And the battle will begin at last, and the time shall be chosen. And then it goes back to Luxu. You know, Ava attacks Luxu, and the Keyblades clash, right? And then that ripple from their Keyblades clashing turned the clock, and that basically just said, yo, it's about time for the Keyblade War to start. And, you know, that's where we are today. So I personally think that it's Ava who is the traitor. Obviously, I don't want to say, you're probably thinking traitor in a bad light, but she's a good traitor. You know, she's actually going against the Master's beliefs in the Book of Prophecies, but she's a good traitor. I don't want you guys to take what I'm saying as, oh, she's the traitor, you know, traitor as in bad. No, she's a good traitor. She's actually trying to prevent everything from happening. Everybody else is going about what the book is saying and stuff like that, but she's like, no, this is wrong. Is there a way that we can actually prevent this calamity from happening? And she's going against it, and she's following her ideas, and I really do respect Ava for that. That's awesome if she turns out to be the traitor, quote unquote, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to join the formation if you haven't already. And trust me, I have so many more videos I need to work on right after this, so I hope you guys really do enjoy them. It's been First2, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Yo guys, if you're watching this, it's at the end of the video, I decided to put this in. Yo, I was working in Premiere, right? I was about to save the video, I was finishing up the trimming, the editing and stuff like that, right? And then all of a sudden, I clicked on this one option, I forgot what it was, but it deleted my entire timeline, my entire project, the entire video. I was freaking the fuck out, man. I was like, yo, what is it? This took me like 3 hours to edit. Well, not 3 hours, but it took me longer than it should have. And I'm like, oh no, please don't delete it. But luckily for me, I was like, yo, let me just click on this little video right now, and it put the entire timeline back. We're good, we're good, we're good. I will see you guys in the next video. Premiere giving people heart attacks since like 1995.